the wind does not return to us, we're all finished. Whatever is the Lady Vestal doing? Don't tell anyone that I'm, standing right next to you. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we made it here to Ansheim and discussed with the king about the state of affairs here. You know, labor work has increased quite a bit due to the wind being stilled, and now we're tasked with going down to the Wind Temple and seeing if we can fix anything. So, let's go ahead and do that. Time to head south. Though, first things first, let's go ahead and look at Narende. Let's go ahead and keep getting more special moves. This is definitely one of the shops that I want to complete first. So, let's go ahead and allocate a few villagers there. 30 should do it. We have the Hill Parts shop here that we haven't really messed with. It gives us some more special move parts. Let's go ahead and allocate some villagers here as well. Then I think I'm going to mess with the weapons shop and get the Ogre's Club. This will be where the remaining villagers go. Alrighty, now that that's done, out of the way, let's move south. One thing I real quick want to note while we're moving down here, the reason why I'm not doing side quests right now is because we will be unable to see the side quests for this chapter to the end until near the end of the chapter, and I want to go ahead and do all of them whenever we can finish the side quests instead of doing them in bits and pieces. So for right now, we'll be focusing on the main scenario. So, we're here at the Wind Temple, let's head inside.
Do you feel that?
Monsters. Monsters roaming here, and quite a few.
Inside the temple? How? What happened to this place, Agnes?
The Crystal of Wind was swallowed up in darkness.
Darkness.
Yes, at the chasm in Kaldisla. It opened at the same time the crystal lost its light. And the dark that consumed it continues to breed more darkness still. I expect that Font of Shadows is to blame for drawing these creatures here.
Not good.
Yet we've no choice. Keep vigilant as we proceed. A moment's distraction could prove fatal.
Vestal and Acolytes. What was daily life here like for you, Agnes? Life in the temple? The Acolytes and I offered our prayers to the crystal every day without fail. Oof, no days off? The sole purpose for the Vestal and Acolytes' existence is to see that prayers go unbroken. I see. Each day, we would awaken with the sun and perform morning prayers. I couldn't drag myself out of bed that early. That's just about bedtime for me. Sure, because you're out philandering all night. So, if you wake up at dawn, when do you go to sleep? Our days ended when the sun's setting. That all sounds very disciplined. Harsh even. Tis, you were a shepherd! Perhaps, but I cherished it. Even now, I long to return to that life dearly. Okay, Wind Charm. Let's go ahead and look and see what that does. I believe that makes it to where we can block wind attacks. Yes, we are able to block wind attacks with the Wind Charm. Charms in general will block that element. So that's good to know. We've got a door that I don't think we can open. Nope, we cannot. Oh, hey, our first battle here. Got some gargoyles. Gonna say they're like statues of some kind. Because they're new enemies, and we don't know exactly what they're weak to, let's go ahead and examine them. They're the same enemy, so we only need to examine one. Slow down a bit here. They have sleep. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. They slept all of us. I was not expecting that. Idia, you can just go default. Okay, 500 HP and they're weak to wind. Okay, we cannot utilize that weakness, unfortunately, and they can cast Protect too. So physical damage is a little out of the way. Go ahead and heal up here. Tiz... You know, I'm just gonna see... I'm gonna Brave completely, even though... Actually, shouldn't... Probably should not Brave on the one that has the defense up. Take down the one that doesn't have the defense up first. And then, Idia, you can deal some magic damage. Let's go ahead and just do fire. I think that'll be fine. On all of them. And then Ring a Bell. You know, we haven't really seen Knight in action. So they got Chivalry, we got Stomp. Powerful attack with no defense. Stomp has a chance of lowering your physical and or magical defense. So this is not exactly a great option. But because it's, you know, not a boss fight, and this fight will hopefully be done in a few turns, I'll go ahead and just spam it. Why not? Ow. Tiz putting in some work here. They protected again. Okay. That one's going to be pretty hard to kill physically. Okay. Alright. Almost. Alright. Agnes just finished off. Come on, Agnes. You got the dagger? Ah, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to work. I should have just cast fire. Alright. Bit of a fumble there for the first fight. It wasn't too bad. I think the lesson we've learned there is, when it comes to black magic, I probably should just do single target. Maybe it'll kill them a bit faster, but yeah, we'll see.
What's all this on the floor?
The Crystalist scriptures.
Oh, what sort of things do they say?
Dauntless Seeker, offer your prayers unto the crystals. So too shall the Vestal, in accordance with the teachings. Their resplendent light shall cleave a path through darkest night, and banish fear from every shadow. The scriptures have been passed down through more than 2 millennia, since the founding of the Orthodoxy. The excerpt I gave is among their most important passages.
I've heard it. From one of the old shepherds, when I was young.
It's that famous, then? I've never read them, nor heard them quoted.
It looks as if someone tried to carry them away from here.
The Acolytes. They were women of exceptional faith. I expect they came here desperate to protect these writings.
This stain upon the floor. I'm afraid it's blood.
You can look around the wreckage here. You can see all of the scripture that's been preserved for that long, just spread across the floor, and it's honestly a really sad sight. Seeing something that's, you know, been tried to preserve, something that's, you know, people have tried to preserve for thousands of years, just being destroyed in one fell swoop like that. Oh, hello! That's a big boy right there. Golem, let's examine you. Put everyone else on the defensive. Megaton Punch, let's slow down here. I'm glad Agnes dodged that. Oh, they're weak to water/ice. So, can't really hit their weakness either. We don't have Blizzard. I never went back to go get Blizzard. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. So, let's go ahead and just mow him down with a bunch of fire attacks then. He's got 900 HP. I'm sure this will be enough to take him down. Oh, help me if this doesn't work. Alright, 93. Speed up here. Alright, Tiz putting in some damage there. Oh, God. That did a lot of damage. Okay. Doing some decent damage here. Alright, Ring a Bell, finish him off. Yeah, good job. One thing I like about the Knight, especially for this dungeon in particular, is that if someone gets too low on HP, the Knight's specialty will kick in, where he can just cover allies that are low HP. So it allows me a little bit more leeway on actually keeping my allies high on health, which, speaking of, let's go ahead and just show off the Knight's healing capabilities. Because the Knight has a decent mind stat, their healing isn't too bad. It isn't amazing, but it's enough to serve as kind of a post-battle heal in order to minimize my white magic usage. At least on white mage. I'll still be using white magic, obviously. Oh, more new enemies. Fun. We got Arrow Lantern. I wonder what their primary means of attacking is. Let's go ahead and examine them. Oh, dearie. 400. They're weak to fire. Hey, an actual weakness I can hit. Let's go. Okay. Let's just do. Let's go ahead and just do AoE fire with Agnes. I decided to go with the entire mowdown strategy again, so we're just gonna see how that works. Ah, yes, protect. They don't have the lanterns don't have too much health either, which is nice. Oh dearie, Gidea's almost down. It's okay. Slow down a bit to how much damage we're actually doing. It's decent, double digits. Okay, they're down. The gargoyles should go down. That's a bit of a tongue twister there. Okay, there we go. Alright. We also got a few job level ups just a second ago, so let's go ahead and see what we got. Agnes got White Magic level 2, so now she can use those spells we saw in Anchime in the last episode. Tiz got Inner Alchemy. Inner Alchemy allows you to remove a certain amount of status debuffs from your person. So that's, that's not bad. Okay. Great treasure chest right here. Turbo Ether. Hey, that's a really good item right there. 150 MP recovered instead of just 50. And a high potion. Yeah, Turbo Ether, 150 MP restored instead of just 40 MP. That's pretty good. Alrighty, there we go. 80 XP, 12 JP. Pretty normal. Two-handed support ability. That'll be really nice. Hold sword, axe, spear, staff, katana in both hands to raise power attack. This is a really, really useful ability. So currently, right now, with a Sinokami and a buckler, Ringabel's attack power is 40 on his right hand. But if we were to remove the buckler and put him as two-handed, his power defense goes, his physical defense lowers by 10, obviously, because he removes the shield. But now his actual attack power is 64, nearly doubled. If I actually used a weapon that Ringabel and the Knight had an affinity for, like a sword, that bonus would actually be increased by much more. But it is decent with just the Sinokami, which is a D tier weapon for the Knight. For right now, though, I'm probably going to go ahead and keep the buckler on and remove two-handed. But trust me, this will be a support ability that I make great use of throughout the entire playthrough. While we're on this menu, actually, I want to go ahead and take a look at the bottom right screen and look at the description for the Turbo Ether. A tonic made by decocting wind drake tears, mandragora petals, chomper juice, and treant fruit for 6 weeks, and then diluting it with an Asper solution. I don't know why, but all of these items have a description, and I just kind of find myself reading them because I think they're really cool. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, that side tangent out of the way, let's go ahead and keep exploring. One thing I actually do want to mention about this place is I love the music. I mean, this rings true for the entirety of the game. This isn't the first time you hear this song in the game. You actually hear it first in the Nerende Ravine. However, it just feels so melancholic and somewhat alien, honestly, here in the Wind Temple. I don't know, I really like the atmosphere here.
This is terrible.
It's like a storm swept through in the middle of supper. What are these scraps of cloth?
Habits.
Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry.
They belonged to the acolytes who lived here. They were tasked with looking after me. I owe them all so much.
Where have they gone?
This temple's quite vast, honestly. Oh, hey, treasure chest. Ether. Oh, hey, that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and use one here. I think it'd be best to give it to Agnes. She is both a damage dealer and a healer right now. Speaking of, let's go ahead and cheer her up. There we go. Let's keep moving forward. Yeah, this dungeon actually has quite a lot of enemies and gives you quite a bit of EXP. You're definitely gonna see some... Wow, speak of the devil. You're definitely gonna see some level ups here, and I actually have a bit of a story when it comes to this dungeon. I've actually had multiple friends play through the beginning of Bravely Default on like normal mode. Get through the prologue, no issue. Then they get to this point in the game, the Temple of Wind, and they just get destroyed here. And I mean, I can understand why. There's definitely something about this dungeon, and especially multiple dungeons in Chapter 1, that they just kind of unload a bunch of fairly dangerous enemies at you all at once. Especially if you aren't going to be going out of your way to mess with jobs and level grind and all of that. This game's dungeon... Ooh! Sorry, squirrel there. This game's dungeons, especially in the main scenario ones, if you're just kind of going back to back, they'll kick your teeth in. Like, it can get pretty brutal, but hey, Mithril Rod. More magic damage, that's always nice. And I actually know a lot of people who either switched the game to easy mode and just never went back after this point, or just stopped playing the game because they were like, it's too hard. If this dungeon didn't get people, there are definitely a few coming up that did. But honestly, my only real response to that is, yeah, this is definitely a little bit harder than the prologue dungeons, for sure. But it's not too bad. I mean, I haven't done any grinding off screen. Well, the fights that you have seen me do are the fights that I have done. So it is doable without any form of level grinding. But I guess in my case, having the foresight of what's coming is definitely beneficial. Regardless of that, though, you shouldn't feel bad if this dungeon is kicking your teeth in. Just go at it slowly. If you run out of resources, head back to Ansheim, stock up, come back, rinse and repeat. Also, there's just this funny, weird owl guy here. I don't think I'm gonna mess with him right now. Even the thing that he can give me, I can't even use right now, so I'll put a pin on that later down the road.
Just awful. It's in complete chaos.
Yet swallowed up in silence. And in that stillness, grief. This place is steeped in sadness.
The women here made themselves a human shield that I might get away.
And now, all of them gone. It's Norende all over again.
Yet, I haven't the leisure to send them on, or to mourn them. I'm not allowed even the luxury of grief. They sacrificed themselves that I might protect the crystal. I'll not betray them, I swear it. No matter what happens.
Surely, you can allow yourself to grieve.
I pray for them, that they may know peace. But for now, I must press onward. The crystal altar is just beyond. Follow me.
That opens a door, so we don't have to go through the entire dungeon again if we ever want to come back to the Temple of Wind. It's nice. Okay, hey, adventure buddy. It only gets worse from here on in. I don't mind if I do. I'm gonna save right here. Actually, what do you got to say, Aerie? I saw you in the bottom right corner there. Let's go to the Crystal Altar. You seem high on energy there. Oh hey, treasure chest. Mithril Dagger. We'll take a look and see at that later. Let's go ahead and head towards the altar.
It's enormous!
Even hearing the stories, I'd never expected.
No! Its light is dimmer still than when I left. I've watched over the crystal all my life, but this... I've never seen this.
We need to release it from the darkness. Agnes, you know what to do, don't you?
The Mother Vestal, my predecessor, showed me as a child. A rite to cleanse the crystal of any evil to befall it. I'm to sharpen my focus to a single point and align my breathing to the thrum of the crystal's natural rhythm. Every Vestal to come before me has poured her prayers into the crystal. The time has come to draw upon that store of will and awaken it.
You do your office proud. Now for the final step.
The Vestal Garb.
Right. Without that to serve as a conduit, you won't be able to set the crystal to resonating.
The Mother Vestals was stored in the reliquary.
Lead the way. Once we have that, we can begin the rite of awakening.
That's the garb you need?
Yes, this is it. But the dark has beaten us here.
Oh, look at it. It's in tatters. And it must have been such a beautiful piece.
It may not serve its function in this state, yet no other set remains to us.
What now, then? We can't perform the rite without it.
Why not give it a try as is? Even without its sacred power, the frock is deliciously holy.
Stop talking, Ring-a-Bell.
If this garb is destroyed, can we make a new one?
A set of holy vestments used in some miraculous ritual? Sure, Tiz. Let me ask my tailor.
No, he's right. That's it. We must speak with the old sage of the Yuliana Woods. He has seen to the creation of the Vestal's garbs and other ceremonial tools for generations. There's no finer craftsman. I met him only once, as a small child together with the Mother Vestal. More than a decade has passed. I cannot say whether he is still there, or even alive, but
if he can make us a new set of vestments, why are we still standing around talking? I've never heard of these woods. Where are they? How will we get there?
I recall the forest being uncommonly dense. Also, there was a lake.
If it's large enough to float a ship, I'll land us there. Now, what of the ladies of Yuliana? Are there many ladies?
Ignore him. Can we be certain this lake hasn't rotted through like the oceans? That's not how I fancy ending my life.
Well, what does Ring-a-Bell's journal have to say on the matter?
Let's have a look. Ah, here we are. Yuliana, yes. The hidden heart of an ancient wood, northeast of Ansheim.
Given the book's owner, I half expected some note about the lack of women there.
Women or no, that's our next destination.
Indeed, but since we're going, let's hope for ladies.
Ah, Ring-a-Bell. Gotta love him. Oh, dearie. Well, you know, that's actually a decent point for us to stop for the day. We ventured through the Temple of Wind, found out the state of the crystals, and now have our next destination in mind, Yuliana Woods. So, next time on Bravely Default, we'll be making our way towards the Yuliana Woods and seeing if we can meet with Agnes' tailor there. So with that, I'll see you soon.